Hey. Okay, so I am back with Leo moon sign and their mother. Leo moon signs and their mothers. And for this one, wow. You know what I will say? I will say this. A Leo moon sign, I feel like your mother could actually be supportive of you. Like your mother could pay you a lot of attention. And inflate your ego, will listen to you, will give you all the fashionable stuff you need to show off in the world, to be the best you that you can be. Like, she will show you off. You will be her proud representative. Okay? It's easy for that to happen with Leo moon signs and their mothers. Like, Leo moon signs could be very close to their mothers, even if it's not emotionally close. Like, they're not going to want people talking bad about their mothers. They're liable to listen to their mothers more over other people. There's a bit of getting into heated arguments with their mothers, though. Heated arguments to where they argue with each other. They could go toe to toe, because a Leo moon is going to always challenge what somebody's telling them what to do, especially if it's going against what they want to do at the time, especially with being a child. So the Leo moon can throw their fits or their tantrums and things of that nature, especially like emotionally, to where they're yelling or they may get destructive with things. And the mother will go toe to toe with you, because sometimes the mother can feel like, well, I don't really know any other way to handle this situation. So sometimes Leo moons could look for a more supportive role of the mother. Now, it doesn't mean that you as a mother is not necessarily supporting the Leo moon. It's just that Leo moon feels whenever someone is challenging them in a certain way, or like going against what they're saying or doing, and they don't want to do it, they feel reactive, you know, and they'll react in a manner that really calls for discipline. But the way that they get the discipline, they feel unsupported, you know. It's in an emotional way, because sometimes they just want you to understand where they're coming from. And instead of yelling back at them or going toe to toe or matching egos, sometimes it'll be good to just de-escalate the situation and, you know, let them know in a calm way, you know, in a calm, stern way, you will not do A, B, or C, and I can show you better than I can tell you. You see? So it actually calls for them to be disciplined after the anger is over and after they've calmed down. For anybody that has a Leo moon child, after everything's calmed down, discipline them after. Tell them where they went wrong after, because in the middle it could be null and void. You know, it's easy for them to dismiss what someone's saying in the heat of the passion, the heat of the moment. Okay, so they don't really like to be told what to do, but they have very big hearts. Now, mind you, the mother to a Leo moon can also be a deflective type person. Like, for instance, she'll see what she wants to see with her child. Sometimes at times taking the feelings on for herself. And when the child is upset or mad or angry, she takes it on for herself, and she's upset, mad, angry. You get what I'm saying? And the mother could be rather ego-driven as well. Like, I try to be careful around certain subjects, because like it's easy for a lot of people to take it personal when it's nothing but the energy that we're talking about here. Okay? And certain signs do not like to have certain things pointed out to them. Like, trust me. And Leo is one of those signs, okay? So just keep that in mind. But what I'm saying is that the mother could also be like a lot of attention, okay? So the mother could like using the child for that attention, because the child, oh, my child is cute and adorable, look what I buy he or she, you know, she's talking before the rest of some of the other kids on the neighborhood or in the block or in the daycare. She's competitive, she's strong, she won this competition, that competition. So the good part is a mother could actually have this child active in things. Like either the child is going to be active in things or they're going to be active in things. Because remember, the mother is going to want a certain level of attention as well, a certain level of notification, like notice me. But the mother could also have a very big heart. So the mother could also be a person that's like constantly giving. There goes that thing to where she may need to discipline the Leo moon, but it could be hard for her to really just stand up and discipline him or put him in his place, because it could be other stuff that's going on with her in her life. Especially, she could be giving time to her partner. Like she could be really into her partner if she's married or in a relationship with somebody, and she can put a lot of time and energy into that. And you know, it could be hard for her to stand up to certain situations in her life and face that head on. And she, you know, might need to learn how to develop that. And the Leo moon child could feel possibly ignored sometimes, or they're not getting the proper attention that they want or that they crave, because they love attention. But it doesn't, it's like at the same, but this is the thing, the mother, because of her attention or because of her focus, maybe needing to be in other areas, will try to make up for the child as best as she can. But it could be in a way that it feels like, to her, it feels like I'm giving you attention, but it may not be at the level that the Leo moon individual may want it. But because of the pride that they have for their mother, like they're very proud of their mothers. I don't think it's not one thing that they wouldn't do for their mothers. They will work, they will make money, they will make sure their mother's life is good if they can. Like it could hurt them to the core to lose their mother, because it's like their mother is that light. And listen, you know how we all have to be led, you know how we all have that person or that purpose that we look towards, and that is the light at the end of the tunnel. For them, their mother could be that light at the end of the tunnel, because it's like, man, when I didn't have anybody else to depend on. Oh, well, my mother was there, and they could even dismiss if their mother did put them through any trauma. They could dismiss that, push it way back into their subconscious, and still see their mother as this iconic figure. Okay, push it way back into their subconscious, only for years later as an adult, and have that needs to be present in their own emotional situations and develop their own emotional maturity. It becomes about them. It becomes about them. And they think or they feel that anybody that goes against that, like, I gotta run. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're doing. You're causing me trouble. You just don't want to see me succeed. You know, when the person is just trying to get their attention enough to say, hey, newsflash, I'm here for you too. It's really a fiery dynamic here. And it's easy to use things that distracts away from the emotions. It's easy to use things. Like, they could have learned this at a young age. Like I said, with the mother is like, hey, you know, I'll take you to this place, I'll take you to that place, I'll buy you this, I'll buy you that. You know, look at my child. Like, their mothers could have been that mom. Like, when friends came over, the neighbors or friends of hers came over, she could be like, oh, don't worry, Leo moon, you can do it. Leo moon do it. Watch him. He's good at what he do. But all in all, the mother has a great pride in this child. She does. But sometimes she could look towards other things like her relationships or other things that has her attention emotionally, and she could neglect the giving that emotional validation to the Leo moon. Okay, and there's a disconnect there. There's a disconnect, but it's easy to overlook what that disconnect is. So if you have a child with a Leo moon, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, get them attention, you know, get attention from them, whatever. Because they love the attention. But at the same time, make sure that the emotional attention is there. Okay? And that emotional attention looks more like support. Like, you want to talk to them. You really want to hear how they feel. Sometimes you have to encourage them. So when you go to ask them how they feel about something, they may tell you, oh, look what I can do. Look what I can do. And and you can say, no, I get what you can do, honey. That's great. But no, how do you feel? How you feel about school today? How you feel about the work that you're doing? How you feel about mom today? You know, you think you want us to just kind of talk more or hang out more? What? You know, just help them validate what those feelings are because of the connection, the emotional connection they need within themselves. Because when they get older, it could be a detachment from that. And they will go towards the people that's going to give them the attention. And they could possibly feel like, even though those people may not be the best for them, and they could possibly feel like giving attention to others gets them what they want. And it possibly can. It possibly can. I'm not going to deny that. But if for them to have healthy emotional interactions with others, this would be important. Okay? And I must say, I'm done with this particular moon sign and their mothers. It was pretty hard fishing through because it's not. I don't want to say that giving your child attention is negative. It's not that. But it's like this person plays, them and their mother plays this game. You know what I'm saying? And the game is definitely ties in to this placement because they could see their mother as like someone. Their mother can almost, like, their mother is fun to them. You know, their mother is fun to them, and they could feel like there's a lot of stuff they get away with dealing with their mother too. But I told you why, because sometimes their mother, it's hard for their mother to kind of just stand up to them sometimes in a way that is needed because of other things that they're occupied with, or because it could just be hard. They could just feel like, man, you know, I'm cool with my kid. And there's nothing wrong with being cool with your kid, but sometimes the discipline has to be there. Has to be there, okay? But they can have lots of fun with their mother. Their mother could be hard. Their mother could be very hard to replace. It doesn't matter what the mother did. These children could just like suppress that pain if it was negative and really still see their mother in the best light. Like, if you was a mother and your child had displacement, you could make things right. Like, if you feel like you failed them some type of way, or, you know, things didn't go right at some point, you can still make things right with this person, because this person will always see their mother as that true light. And it's honored. Like, oh my gosh, like, my mother is back in my life. My mother wants to be around me. Like, she, you know, it's a connection there. I'm not saying it's a deep one, but it's still a connection there. You know, and the mother of this person could help lead them to their destiny, actually. Even in death, on a spiritual level. Okay? Because remember, fire pushes, that reinforces the spirit. It's like, let's move. What's the channel to move spirit? Fire. Okay, I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to keep getting too deep and lose you. Okay, all right. So, like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned because I'll be back with more Butterfly to Light. Peace.